We're back with my guest host, Carson Kressley.
Hi, everybody.
And look who's in the studio with the most beautiful skin you've ever seen.
Laura, thank you.
Good to see you.
Look at you guys. Thank you. It's so nice to be in person.
Right?
I know, right?
We did the air hug when you
We
came
did.
in right
We
there.
did the air hug.
Just to be extra
that
safe.
video, Carson and I were oohing and on. How is it with two?
It's crazy. I mean, also especially because my son was born right before the pandemic.
Okay.
And it's just, and then now that was him taking literally his first steps.
Amazing.
When they're little drunk sailors, like, yeah.
yes,
exactly,
yeah.
exactly. It's amazing. I mean, it's a lot, of course, but just could not be more thrilled. It's the best. And you know, I'm the youngest of 5 kids. So being able to have, you know, for my daughter to have a sibling and they're together now,
Right.
it's just so great.
Yeah, and is she taking the role of big sister really seriously, or?
Oh, so this was the funniest thing. So when we brought my son home from the hospital, my daughter's 4. So we brought my son home from the hospital and she ran into her room, and we have this teepee with her, all of her stuffed animals. She ran into her room, stripped naked, and just peed. Just peed on all
I
of
like
her
her already.
Okay.
in her tent, and then she got dressed and just like watched it. Like she was like, "This is my territory."
Territory
Mark
wars.
this territory.
It was so right. It was so funny. But she's an incredible older sister. She's so wonderful with him. So after she did her initial like, "This is my house,"
right.
like, I'll let you hang out for a while.
Yeah,
you know?
she was marking her territory, but
I love
at
it.
least I've heard of like people who like the older sibling is like, I'm gonna throw the baby away now, and they're like putting it in a garbage can. So
crazy.
It
at
takes
least
a minute.
she's- yeah.
When they know the baby's there to stay,
Yes.
it changes.
No,
How
it's
were
wonderful.
you second time around? I don't think I realized with my second what a dork I was with my first. I was scared of everything. I didn't want to miss a nap. I was like a lunatic with the breastfeeding and trying to get everything going. How were you different second time?
Yeah, you're so right. I mean, the second time is so much different. The first time, I struggled so much. I did not even know that I was capable of that level of anxiety. Because I'd always been, I'm really good at, you know, in situations that are high pressure. I love directing. I love, you know, going mountain climbing, whatever thing it is, whatever thrill-seeking thing. But when I became a mother, I could not believe how blindsided I felt. It's the most incredible gift. But I was like, could not believe it. And that was my impetus for writing that book, my second book, You and I as Mothers, because I felt like this experience was not being talked about. But then when my son came along, I still had that same fear of mama bear and protection, but it was much different. Because even just having that 1.5 or 2 years in between, it really does make a huge difference.
And when did you write? What did you write it right after the second baby, or?
I wrote You and I as Mothers right after I had my daughter, and
Okay.
Well, first of all, that alone is
I
remarkable.
know. Like, aren't you up all
mothers out there.
night?
I couldn't complete a sentence. Like,
no, but I felt like there was this conversation that wasn't being had. And I would, you know, whenever I would be with other mothers that were, before I had had my daughter, I would ask, what's it like? And literally, they would be like, it's really hard. And I'm like, why are you looking at, why is this a secret?
Right.
And, you know, I got to a point where I felt like there was a candid conversation that wasn't being had. I'm realizing that when I go and search for something and I can't find it,
Right.
I kind of just do it.
You
yourself.
invent it, yeah.
I kind of just create it because because I think to myself, if I'm struggling with this, I can't be alone in this.
Right.
There has to be other people who are having these same things. And that was my impetus for writing You and I as Mothers, because I felt like, you know, a lot of women were struggling with the same things.
Right.
And I interviewed this wonderful group of women, different backgrounds, children of different ages, to speak to the experience of being a mother.
Right.
Because I wanted that book to really speak to wherever you are in your journey as a mother. And I'm so proud of it. So,
it's the best, and it's the best baby gift
Yeah.
I usually give to any new mother.
you.
Because your point, there's nothing out there like that. What I love, too, is everything I've learned as a mom. I have 3 teenagers. I learned in the carpool line from other mothers.
Right, from your mom
Doctor's
squad.
advice, anything going on with my body, nap things, camps, anything you need.
Mom Squad.
Mom Squad. Tell us about your Mom Squad.
Well, you know, for me also, I realized how important community was and is. Whether you're a mother or not, you know, we've all kind of, I feel like we've all experienced this, especially during this last 1.5 years or so, of how important community is. And when you don't have that community, when you're isolated from that, you really realize, wow, I didn't realize how important it is to have community in my life, not only as a mother, but anybody. I just find that that's something that's so important, and I really wanted to speak to that as well in my book. I'm really proud of it, so thank you. I so appreciate it.
I'm not going to have a baby, but I'm going to get it.
You have to.
Sounds so informative.
If you have friends also that are mothers.
The best gift.
Yeah.
The best gift for
For a
anybody
new
to have a baby.
mom.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's an honest approach. You have the baby, Carson, and basically then your whole life.
Right,
goes like,
right.
And you got to just hang on.
Before you
to
know it,
everything.
you're carrying wine in your purse. Okay.
I love all your cooking, all your recipes you put out, but what are we making today?
Okay, so today we're going to make a classic Mediterranean salad, and you can also swap it out with a bunch of different stuff, but I'm really excited because we're going to use some of my Prepon kitchen products.
Look what just happened so quickly.
It's like, it's prep on, prep off, and then you have a salad. I'm getting that.
Wait, Laura, tell us about your invention. You're doing this so quickly
this is so
and
good.
effortlessly.
Well, no, the whole point is that, look, we're working moms, right? Carson, look.
I'm a working godfather.
Fabulous.
Exactly.
I have godchildren.
But we're all, like, look, we have to make decisions all day. In my prep and shop, I really wanted you to have 3 just really simple, versatile blades.
Right.
It all nests inside, but also,
Look at that.
just look at that.
That
Just,
took you-
See, that's seconds. And to make a cute salad, when I
It's
do cooking
not
shows, they say
easy.
you have to do have uniform chopping. I'm like, I don't have time for that, but that is perfection.
It's not easy, but this makes it really easy. Also, we're all on our devices so much now.
Right.
I've gotten some pains in my hands and my wrist, and now something like this to get this kind of salad, the Prep and Shop is an awesome
Can we
solution.
talk about the cute name, the play off your name?
Oh,
I mean,
well,
it's so
thank you.
great.
Thank you.
Prep on,
What did we
girl.
just chop up over there, by the way?
Okay, so these are cucumbers and tomatoes, but over here, so this whole thing is a set. You can prep in here, you can freeze this, you can bake in this. But right now it's summer, so we're making some salads.
Right.
I love the
And
radish.
what's great is a lot of times I'll actually prep a salad earlier in the day. Excuse me, Carson. I'll prep a salad earlier in the day, and then you just cover it with the silicone lid.
Right.
And then it'll never crack, it'll never tear.
The dressing, let's
Yes.
talk about.
Yes.
Because Carson was saying how easy it is to make homemade dressing. It's so much better.
So much yummier. I feel like
Exactly.
it's healthier, and you can just whip it up at home.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. There's so many preservatives that are put in this stuff so it's shelf stable.
Right.
And it is so easy just to make your own dressing. And that's just, I do a little bit of dried oregano. I do half a lemon, which another thing too, when I make my vinaigrettes, these are my food lids.
Oh my
these
gosh,
are my
those are
Prep on Kitchen food
great.
lids. So I'll use half a lemon for the vinaigrette and I cover the other half.
It's a little lemon bonnet.
It's a
So it's a lemon bonnet.
You thought of everything.
And here it's over, we're using half a can of chickpeas. They cover so many different things. They cover cans.
I'm
and
at
you
home
can
trying to
cover
make
The
foil
aluminum
stick
foil
on
all
there
the time.
with a rubber band, like it's the 1930s at
Same.
my house.
No,
I'm
but
just like,
also we're all trying to reduce and reuse and do the right
Right.
thing. So these are an environmentally conscious alternative to plastic wrap.
I like that you
Yes.
get all the stuff that you need because I don't know what to buy. So if someone figures that out for
Here
me,
it is.
here's the set. Go make a salad.
What
I'm
a
Exactly.
good
fine.
wedding gift or a little hostess gift. All right, what are we going to add over here
so
now to our salad?
This is some mint. We can add some mint
Oh,
and
fresh
parsley.
mint. Okay.
As my mom says, herbs, fresh herbs, they make everything look fancy.
Yes, and taste better. Oh, is that
That's
a pine nut?
Yes, so we got some pine
I
nuts.
live for
and we
pine
got
I
our-
love pine nuts.
and We're going to add in some
too.
feta
so darn
cheese.
expensive.
They
though.
really are.
I'm just like, oh,
I'm so
$16.
frugal with mine.
I'm not going to have the pine nuts.
You
I'll
gotta
just-
toast them. They're really great when they're toasted and a little bit of olive oil
I
to
usually
really
burn
bring out
them
that.
when I toast
know,
them.
They burn really
I
quickly.
leave and I'm just like, oh,
distracted.
I know, they went $18. I just burnt my pine nuts.
We burnt $18. And then now you just serve it there
Great.
on your table because it looks so pretty.
And you can add the protein if you want.
Yes,
or the-
absolutely. I mean, we don't have any
Wanna try
chicken
it?
on these right
Yeah.
here.
Let's try. I really want to try your dressing too.
I love a Mediterranean. It's just so fresh
and
and,
I love
yummy and
for the
summery.
kids sneaking a little chickpea.
And it's also a super versatile salad. You can add a bunch of different stuff to it. You can swap out your proteins. You can swap out your carbs.
Right.
Add quinoa, rice.
You are a very productive
mint.
lady. You are our new best productive friend. Guys, let's hear it for Laura for coming into our studio. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
We love that. If you want to check out Laura Prepon's kitchen products, head over to the HSN website to order. As I said, what a great gift.